You gulped hard and tightened your grip on the bottle of pepper spray while silently passing through the alleyway. It was all dark and there was only one street light that wasn't even providing proper lighting. The road ahead you was completely dark with no street lights at all, and it was hard to see anything. Your heart dropped when you heard footsteps coming from behind you. Your pace became faster and so the sound of those footsteps. Now I will safely reach home. You were now running and entered in the complete darkness when suddenly the bottle of pepper spray dropped from your hands as you bumped into someone. I'm so. You paused when you noticed the hooded man and your breath hitched. You can't even see his face under the cap, and then he turned towards you, and before something happened, you ran away from there at full speed. The man looked down at the bottle of pepper spray. He took a few steps and bent down before picking it up and chuckled. Smart. Well, good choice. And he put it inside his pocket before walking away. Oi, Chipmunk. You were going towards the classroom, still traumatized by last night's incident, and you didn't even share it with anyone. You were still scared when the way was blocked by your bully. You lift up your face and looked at him, only to see him looking at you with his brows raised high. Are you ignoring me, huh? You sighed and silently opened the zip of your bag before taking out a notebook and giving it to him. It's done. And you were about to walk away when he grabbed your hand and came near. But I'm not done yet, and how dare you to ignore me and walk away when I'm still standing here? I'm sorry. He was surprised because neither you were answering him back like you usually do nor looking fine, which made him feel like something is off with you. Are you sick? You shook your head. No. Can I go now? The class is about to start. I'm letting you go for now, but you will watch me practicing the basketball the whole time. It's your punishment for ignoring me. You looked at him for some time and nodded before leaving. She wasn't that quiet in her whole life. Something is definitely wrong. Jungkook is your bully, but maybe also the guy who cares about you the most. He only troubles you with small things like he made you do his homework. Sometimes you have to eat the lunch with him and even buy him banana milk. And one more reason to this is that he likes you but can't confess because he is not sure whether you will like him or not, and that's why he troubles you so that he can keep you closer to himself. You are late, but I'll let it go this time. Now sit there. You looked around and the whole court was empty. There's no one here. Who you are going to practice with? He spun the basketball on his index finger while coming near you. You don't have to worry about that. Just sit and watch me. And also, don't you dare to look anywhere else except me. Your eyes should be on me. You gave him a disgusting look. Don't you think this is too much? Just do as I say or else? Fine, just go and practice. He walked near the seats and sat on one of them. He pointed his V-signed fingers first at himself and then at you, gesturing you that he's watching you. You rolled your eyes. I would have been dead yesterday if I didn't run away from there. He was so creepy. Now how will I go today? That long way is too long and there's a group of crazy dogs also. They're scarier than any creepy man. God, please help me. While Jungkook was practicing, you were talking to yourself and he noticed it. He noticed that your mind is somewhere else and you look tensed and worried. You got late coming back from the library and now standing in front of the same alleyway struggling to decide whether you have to take the long way or go from here. It was pitch dark everywhere and you started to get afraid already, but now there's no time for you to take the long way. Your heart dropped when your phone started to ring. It was a mini heart attack that you just experienced. My god. You took out your phone and it was your mother's call. You answered it. Yes, mom. I'll be home in a few minutes. Yes, bye. You ended the call and gulped. It's okay, Ryan. You are brave and you can do it. You take out your another pepper spray bottle and started to walk briskly. It was all silent at first, but then you hear footsteps. You look down and a shadow formed in the wall beside you. A shiver ran down to your spine. You gulped and was ready to attack this creepy stalker when... Yeah, it's me. You stop hearing the familiar voice and open your eyes only to see Jungkook coming towards you. Whatever it was, but right now you felt so relieved. You took a breath of relief while he stopped near you. What are you doing here? It's been a few days since I've noticed you. You are behaving strange, so I thought to find out what the problem was. But can you first tell me why you used this way to go home? Don't you know some drunk bastards always roam around here at this time? He said, looking around and then back at you. This is the only fastest way to my house. He chuckled. I thought you were a scaredy cat. As you started to feel a little comfortable by his presence, your eyes went behind him when you noticed the same hooded man at a distance. Your breath hitched. He has been following you for the past few days. Jungkook frowned when he saw your facial expressions. Your eyes were stuck behind him. He followed your eyes, but then that hooded man disappeared before he can see him and he finds no one there. You gasped. Who was there? Why did you gasp? You gulped and looked at him. We need to run from here. Why do you look scared? What did you see there? Will you believe me if I tell you something? He shrugged his shoulders. It depends. You sighed. Leave it then, and let's go from here. You started walking, but he grabbed your hand and made you look at him. Tell me. You were hesitating because he will definitely gonna make fun of you later in the school. Has anyone troubled you? You gave him a disgusting look. It's always you, but from some days... You looked at your left and right before looking at him. There's a creepy guy who has been following me from some days. I don't know. He's everywhere I go these days, and yesterday he almost attacked me. He was listening to you intently until you finished your sentence. And you didn't tell anyone. Worst, you are still using the same way to go home. Are you crazy? He looked worried for you. I have no choice. There's a group of dogs and my home is in a long distance from there. Yeah, didn't you hear that a criminal is kidnapping girls from this area and later your heart dropped? What? Yeah, you're scaring me. I'm telling the truth. Don't you watch TV or read newspaper? Suddenly you heard footsteps coming towards you. Oh no, it's him. It's him. Let's run. You said, grabbing his hand, but he didn't move. Don't be scared. I'll beat him up. He was all ready to fight while you were panicking. Don't be stupid. You can't beat him. He'll kill both of us. Let's run. You were pulling him. Jungkook looked at you. I'm stronger than him and don't be scared. Jungkook, please, I'm begging you. You were right because now you both can see that hooded man in front of both of you. Jungkook grabbed your hand tightly and hid you behind him. Jungkook, please. Yeah, who are you and why do you stalk her, huh? He said boldly. You know things can go worse, so you dialed an emergency number quietly. Jungkook noticed a rod in his hands and he knew he can't handle him, especially with you. Running away from here would be the best decision for now. Ryan, ready to run in the count of 3. His eyes were fixed on that man. The hooded man kind of guessed it and he ran towards both of you with the rod in his hands. Ryan, run! And you both ran away, but he kicked Jungkook's feet, making him fall forward. He screamed. Jungkook, now let's see how you both can leave from here. He was about to attack both of you when you sprayed the pepper in his eyes, and then finding a chance you both ran away. Wait there, you little brats, he said, rubbing his eyes, but fortunately he can't see anything, and then he heard police sirens, so he ran away from there. You finally came in front of your house and were breathing heavily. I told you, we would have been dead today. Don't you dare to use that alley from now on. In fact, I'll come to drop you to your house daily from now on, he said, catching his breath. Then suddenly you dropped on your knees and started to cry. Jungkook looked at you confused and came near. Yeah, what happened now? He said, sitting on his toes in front of you. What happened? Why are you crying? He was so scary. I told you to run. He would have hurt you. And you started to cry hard. He chuckled and hugged you. But you saved me. Thank you. Now stop crying. He broke the hug and wiped your tears. Let's go home now. He helped you in standing up while you were still sobbing. Suddenly the door opened and your mom came out. Omo, what are you guys doing outside? Ryan? You wiped your eyes and looked at her. Are you crying? What happened? She said, coming near you. Actually, auntie, there was a man who was stalking her from a few days. She looked at you worried and surprised. Is that true? Why didn't you tell me anything? I didn't want to make you worried, but Jungkook saved me. We should tell the police about him. We will. Let's go inside first. Jungkook, come with us. He looked at you while you nodded. He smiled and 3 of you walked inside. She gave both of you water to drink before sitting beside you on the couch. Don't worry, we'll go to the police station in the morning. You nodded, then she looked at Jungkook. Thank you so much for helping her, son. You both looked at each other. You were still not believing that he put his life in danger for you. No need to thank me, auntie. I just did what I should. I was worried about her too. This is the first time you yourself witnessed this side of him. You were already in love with him and now fell more in love. Suddenly your phone started to ring. It was a number. Answer it. Jungkook sat beside you and told you to put it on the speaker. Hello? It was an officer from the police station. You almost forget that you made a call to them and they asked you your location, but when you told them that you already reached home, they informed you that they caught that man. What? Really? He told that the man was a serial killer and ran away from the prison, but thankfully got caught because he fell inside a pit because of not able to see the thing properly as you sprayed the pepper in his eyes. Wow, that's a great news, you said, smiling when the call ended. When did you make the call? When you distracted him, but I just said everything in a rush and didn't know they actually heard it and will come. Your mom smiled and hugged you. You did a great job. Now we have to go to the police station tomorrow. You both broke the hug and looked at him before nodding. All thanks to you, Jungkook. Thank you for saving me today. He smiled. How can I let you go like that? But now I should go. It's late. Why don't you stay here tonight? It's already late. I'll call your mother and inform her. You can use Ryan's brother's room. He doesn't live here now, and I'll cook delicious food for both of you. Tomorrow is a holiday anyways. Stay here. You said before he denied. He sighed and nodded. Okay, I'll inform my mom. He nodded while he walked at a distance to call his mother. Ryan, give him your brother's t-shirt to wear and you also go and get refreshed. You nodded. So where does your brother live now? He says sitting on the bed while you were taking out t-shirt for Jungkook from his closet. He has moved to the USA for his masters. Here, I hope these t-shirts will fit you. You said giving him a pair of t-shirts and trousers. Your mom is sweet, but why do I feel like she knows about me already? He said, squinting his eyes while her cheeks turned pink. Of course, I told her, you bully me, so... He got up and started to come near you while you were feeling nervous. With that information, she should have been hating me, but she looks pretty good. You looked at him. She must have forgiven you because you helped me today. He stopped just an inch away from you. Oh, really? Yes, but why did you say that you'll daily drop me off home and why you put your life in danger for me? Can I know the answer? He says, questioning him back. The answer is simple. I love you, so I have to protect you at any cost. Your heart skipped a beat and your eyes widened. What? You what? I love you. He said it again, making you gulp. You were blushing. And since when? From the very beginning? You can't control your racing heartbeat. Now tell me about your feelings. Do you feel the same? He was waiting for your reply, but before you say anything, your mom called you. Now you will find it out. You gave him the clothes and walked away smiling. At least confirm it, Ash. He looked at the clothes and chuckled before going inside the bathroom. Always cute.